If you ran into Ron Miner on the street, you didn't know who he was, and then somebody told you, your first reaction might be, this is one of the best DJs ever in Indy? You bet he was, and he was a lot more. From Melody Skateland, which his family owned and where Ron spun the turntables for the very first time, to Ben Davis High School and IUPUI, to the Big Apple, where Ron truly became DJ Indiana Jones. He was the pal there of future star Mark Ronson, and while he was in New York, he was never ashamed to say that he was reppin' Naptown. Then, Ron Miner came back home, and hip-hop in Naptown became a thing. A chunk of that was a group managed and produced by Ron Miner. The group longtime entertainment journalist Dave Lindquist called the best hip-hop group the state has ever seen, the Mud Kids.
We got the O-line to keep your blitzes away. To get to number 18, it takes a week of Jeff Saturdays.
Ron also kept the DJ part of DJ Indiana Jones going strong, grooving with Reggae Revolution, the weekly jam at the Casbah in Broad Ripple, the club Ron would make his own a couple decades later. In the meantime and in between time, Ron would jam with his crew at Crush Entertainment, with our partners at Radio 1.
How you doing? It's your man DJ Indiana Jones, Radio Now 100.9, and I'm urging you to vote. Get out and vote.
Ron Miner would teach inside his own classroom at the Wheels of Steel and in the actual classroom.
He talked to the students about his life and where he grew up, because he grew up for a lot of our students. He grew up in the same neighborhoods that they did. I mean, he went through his entire background and really brought it around to the students to just always be true to yourself.
Ron Miner was an advocate. He would give prodigiously to the city he loved through his 12 DJs of Christmas event, through his activism for what he passionately believed. Ron Miner would promote, whether it was hip-hop or the city of Indianapolis. If there was a beat and some bass, the DJ was in the house. That's why no one was ready for the news from this weekend. We were not ready for Ron Miner to say goodbye to us. There were more records to be spun, more shows to push when the pandemic finally let up, more stars to help make. Now the faders are still, the scratch is silent. And though there are incredible DJs and enormous hip-hop talent in this city, there's also a void that no one will be able to fill. DJ Indiana Jones, Ron Miner, the man who helped take the nap out of Naptown. Ray Steele, WRTV.